back at the friendly confines of my home office here in Las Vegas. Top of the hour, 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 Pacific, Sunday, January the 4th, 2026. My name is Rex Byers, and I'm your host of the Sweatbox. Coming at you live on Twitch TV and YouTube TV for the next 4.5, 5 hours. See how things play out. Certainly I'll stick around for a bit here as it's a hell of an NFL Sunday. 6 games in the early window, 7 in the late window. Not particularly enthralled with what Las Vegas did to me early here, not giving us Saints and Falcons on the local, because that's the one game that does have some playoff implications. Obviously, if one team wins, the Bucs go to the playoffs. If the other team wins, the Panthers do, because only in the NFC South could you get some complete chaos like that. That's where we're at. Let's go over the prices of all 6 of these games. I'm trying to work on the coin tosses as well. Green Bay is at Minnesota. The Vikings laying 13 points, 12.5 some. Clayton Tune, the quarterback for the Packers today. Total's 37. Complete laydown spot, most likely for the Packers. Indianapolis is in Houston. Houston needs help to win the division. Jacksonville would have to lose to Tennessee. It'll be Riley Leonard, the rookie for the Colts, quarterbacking day. The Colts have lost 6 straight. Last 4 meetings all decided by 4 or fewer. Week 13 set a bad tone for the season for Indianapolis. They haven't won since then. They lost 20-16 at home. They pretty much got cheated in that game. And then that's turned the fortunes for both teams around this year. Probably one of the bigger games in the NFL if you want to look at, just steering the direction of both teams at that point. Colts have the ball in the tee. They'll kick 9.5 and 10 and 37.5 the total there. Cleveland and Cincinnati. In Cincinnati, 9.5 on that game. Pretty much 10 dog money. 47 the Bengals are favored. Dallas is at the Giants for whatever reason that they decided that the powers that be at Fox wanted to give us that game over Saints Falcons, so it is what it is. Houston returns the kick. Dallas is kicking to the Giants. Those are the 2 games that I have on live. The other 4, I'll have a little bit of a delay. Let's see. New Orleans, Atlanta, 4.5, 43.5, 44. At Atlanta, as I told you, that one's for all the marbles in that division, so we'll see how it plays itself out. And then Tennessee, Jacksonville underway. Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville, the Jags laying up to 12.5, 13. Total 46, 46.5. Outside shot at the 1 seed, but probably not going to go that route. The Saints have won the toss and deferred. Let's see. Jackson Dart's on the field. Texans out near midfield. Should the Falcons win this game, that'll be, I think, 4 in a row to end the year, and it'll also allow the Panthers to get in, as the 3 teams will all be tied at 8 and 9, and the Panthers will have a tie-breaking edge. Don't ask me how or why. It's just funny, the Falcons have been eliminated for a month, and they haven't lost a game since. Ball's on the tee. The Saints are kicking. Browns are kicking off to the Bengals. Don't know who won the coin toss there. It looks like it's all visitors kicking so far. Packers kick as well to the Vikings, who take it out to near the 30. That leaves Tennessee and Jacksonville. And the Titans will kick. I think that's the Titans wearing white. Yeah, so all 6 visiting teams kicked off. Real easy for you to do the second half, knowing that. Action via the Twitter. Texans are on the move down to the Colts 22 or so. And with that, I'm going to give myself some Scott Hansen love and have video everywhere and audio of the red zone, so we can keep me posted if there's anything that I miss. Usually 6 is a lot for me. 5 actually would be better, but yeah, 6 games early, 7 games late today. I'll keep my head on a swivel. All right. Vikings are on the move against Green Bay, out past the 40 of Green Bay. Minute in, McCarty got the start today. I mean, they have really. I mean, the market really is telling you that Green Bay has no interest whatsoever in this game. It's hard for me to believe that Minnesota could lay this price, but they've played well the last month. The defense has been great, and the Packers. I mean, the goal in this game is really simple. They're locked into the 7. They just want to get the hell out of here, whatever it takes. That Giants just punted to the end zone. It barely got there. The guy touched it, but they couldn't keep it out of the end zone. Dallas will take over after the touchback. Shadur Sanders and the Browns will start their offensive exploits. I really thought the Bengals might be worth a look. The Browns pretty much shot their cannon out last week. Pretty much a Super Bowl hair on fire effort. I would thought that they were a big candidate for a no-show today. We'll find out soon enough. Help. Had the microphone all the way hidden. That should do it. Thanks for the heads up. Appreciate you checking me out today. Happy New Year. What's going on in this Vikings? McCarthy looks like he's got spun around like 6 times. Twitch, okay, thank you. Okay, well, there's nothing I can do on YouTube. Streamlabs is its own beast, and I can't listen to it on the YouTube because otherwise I'll hear myself echo. McCarthy lowered his shoulder out of bounds, and then he got a penalty for taunting. I can't remember the last time I saw. Have kicked off today. All 6 home teams received, so the road teams will get it at halftime. That'll help you for that work. A couple of field goals early. The Texans bang one in from 51 on 4th and 23. That's Fairbairn. 12:05 to go in the first, 3-0 there. The Vikings have also kicked a field goal. My feed's behind in that game. 3-0 in that one. 10:27 to go in the first in Minneapolis. The other 4 games are all scoreless. Atlanta has a 4th and 3 at the New Orleans at the 23. Clock continues to move, and the Carolina Panthers are the big winners so far in that game. Pitch are the 2 live games for me, which are Colts Houston and on CBS and Dallas and the Giants on Fox. Why they're giving me Dallas Giants over Atlanta Saints, I'll have no idea. One game has nothing to do with anything. The other one has a playoff bid on the line. Oh well. Titans down inside the 10. They'll have goal to go. First and goal. A couple of big plays. Sanders fumbles. Bengals get it. Colts start after the first 3 minutes with the ball for the first time at their own 31. Taylor's gobbled up in the backfield by Anderson. No gain. Dallas fumble, and the G-men have it. G-men pull up the old ESPN playoff machine here. And that's Annapolis. Big play. And the Colts are on the board in Houston. Yeah, that would make Houston the 3 and Jacksonville the 5. If the Colts were to win this game, that fucks up with everything. Now you got Buffalo, the 6, Jacksonville the 3, Houston the 7. I mean, this is awesome. Just let's see how long these dogs have some fight with them in the AFC South today. It's early, but both double-digit dogs are outright winners so far. 7-0, the Jags catching 13, and the Colts 6-3. Point was good, I think. 7-3, 10:36 to go in the first, and Colts catching basically 10-dog money, 9.5 flat towards the very end. Joe Burrow to Chase Brown. He's in. The Bengals are on the board. Touchdown catch by Brown. I'll say one thing, he had not much luck this fantasy season, but certainly in the playoffs, if you had Chase Brown on your team and you made it to the playoffs, he rewarded you quite handsomely the last few weeks. 66-yard play. Leonard to Pierce. Fascinating game for the Colts because Leonard's hasn't gotten much action. He did get in the game that Jones tore his Achilles, and I thought he acquitted himself quite well. They were in a bad spot that whole game going in, but and then Rivers came in and played pretty well for majority of his 3 games, but they were all losses. The defense has really let them down lately. The injuries have caught up to the Colts. A few teams can overcome some of this stuff. The Colts just have had a lot of the same players that have been good but not great over the last few years. A lot of mediocrity, and then you do some things well with the scheme. And the front office had mostly a good year in the last football year, starting from whatever March or April on to now. But just the combination of injuries and the schedule catching up to them just made it too much for the Colts to overcome.